1 2 1 2 1 2. Yeah, yo. Be the fly land lazy.
Chase to the light.
This Set the Tone podcast. We global now.
You already click like and subscribe.
Facts.
Set the Tone podcast on YouTube and on Spotify.
Mm-hmm.
Today, we got a very special guest. All the way from Harlem. He's been around here for about maybe 2 decades, you know what I'm saying? Before he signed his deal, he was putting work in the streets, battle rapping, doing his own thing, getting his own name up.
Facts.
You ask other people, unappreciative, he's an unappreciated person, undervalued, holds people down, sticks on morals and integrity.
Mm-hmm.
From the real era, the era that it counted, we got my good brother from Harlem, Un KASA, baby.
KASA.
Good.
2 Gun Un.
What's going on, y'all? How y'all gonna set the tone? What's
Yeah,
good?
that's what's up,
Set
man.
the tone tonight. What's
Yes,
up?
sir.
What's going on, my brother? How you feeling?
I'm great. Appreciate y'all having me.
I'm happy to see you, man. You know,
Thank
we
you.
go
I'm
back.
happy.
We
That's
go
a fact.
back,
That's
you
a
know?
fact, man. Land. We go back.
We
That's
go
my boy.
back.
Go back.
But I want to
89,
take it to
08,
even
man.
before we going back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Let's
in
get it.
Harlem. Take me to Harlem. Take me to, you know, just real quickly, take me to Harlem, how it was in the rap game to even get you involved.
All right. Well, coming up in Harlem, like I was born 1979, so right around I was born is right when I was born was like right around the time hip hop was born. So I grew right up in that shit. You know what I'm saying? And God put me in a great place and a great time when it comes to Harlem, because like I'm 43 now. I've never been incarcerated, so I got to see all the 80s, all the
God bless.
90s, and all, you know, so far right now. And I just seen a lot of things change. You know what I'm saying? I seen a hustler era. I seen a lot of people die. You know what I'm saying? I seen the hip hop. I seen the fun. But when you coming up in Harlem, it's like everybody a star in their own like right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody a star. Like Harlem is like one of the most flamboyant places you can be on, you know, on the earth. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
It's just like it's a lot of trends. It's a lot of style that was created in Harlem. You know what I'm saying? Like New York, we the mecca at everything. You know what I'm saying? Every place in the world want to be like New York. Let's just get
Yeah,
that
let's
out
get that
there.
clear.
You know
That's
what I'm
a
saying?
fact.
And as much as they don't want to admit it, we all know we can just. It's sometimes you can turn the volume down on the TV and watch other people, and you'll think they from New York. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying?
I
But
get what you're saying.
I grew up in a great era, man. I grew up in the era of Rich Porter. I grew up in the era of the Alpos and Rich Porters and
AZ.
AZs and
Mob style.
and getting to see the renaissance of Harlem when Mace came. You know what I'm saying? And did that. I like it's not a part of Harlem I didn't miss.
So-
you know what I'm saying?
Sticking on, I guess that would be more the street part of it.
Mhm.
You say 79, so around when the Porters and Poes was doing their thing, that would have been like, you probably would have been like 10, 11.
Nah, I
11,
was like
11?
around that time, like say 84, 85 and shit.
Oh,
I was
it was that
probably like,
early.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I went to school with Rich Porter's brother
Sonny?
Darnell.
Oh.
They call
Sonny, I'm thinking
the
about
person
the
the person that Sonny,
Yo, my
the-
fault.
Sonny,
The
man.
person that plays Sonny, a shout out to my dude Remo the Hitmaker. People might not know that Remo the Hitmaker actually played Sonny
In the movie?
in a movie.
That was Remo?
Yeah, that's Remo the Hitmaker. Shout out to Remo.
As a youngin'?
Yeah, as a youngin'. You know what
Wow.
I'm saying? A lot of people
I
don't
never
know
heard
that.
I wouldn't
No one never
peep
said
that.
that.
No one
Yeah,
ever said. I
he
didn't
played
even.
Sonny, so a lot of people
Oh,
don't know
okay.
that.
I didn't know
So,
that.
but now, I was actually friends with Darnell Porter. You know
All
what I'm
right,
saying?
the
We went to
actual
PS
Darnell.
92 together.
Rest in
you know
peace,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
Rest in peace. Like, growing up in that era, man, it was just like a lot of stuff that was going on. You really didn't understand until you got a little bit older,
Mhm.
but you know it was bad. Like when we found out he got kidnapped and stuff, it started. You know, rumors started leaking and how stuff was going on. So it was like a dark time in Harlem.
Okay.
But even in the dark times, it's always been great in Harlem too. Like a lot of people, like I came up with an era of the block party.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Grant's Tomb, Willie Burgers, shit like that. Like we came from that era. Like Mark 125, Mary Flowers throwing a concerts at the Apollo Theater. You know what I'm saying? They used to throw 2 shows. Like, I came up in that era when Harlem was Harlem. You know what I'm saying? Now it's all gentrified and shit like that. So a lot of the things that we praise coming up, it don't even exist anymore. You know what I'm saying?
But at that time, like you said, the block parties, and I would say like the local community, like the people you looked up to, like the street dudes, you know what I'm saying? They were the ones funding these things, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
for the community, of course.
They was definitely doing like the bus rides and stuff like that. And you know, me and my guys, we try to keep the tradition going and stuff like that. Shout out to Joel Santana. I remember Joel used to, get 3-4 buses and go to Great Adventures.
Okay.
Or book out a movie theater when a notorious big movie came out. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
the one with Gravy,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So we always try to keep tradition going on, give back, you know what I'm saying? Harlem, we a place that we put on, you know what I'm saying? We come to put on. You know, we, like I said, we very flamboyant, we cocky, but at the end of the day, like the guys like me got a lot of integrity, stand on a lot of morals, you know what I'm saying, like that, you know what I'm saying? Intelligent, you know. It ain't always about the street shit. Like, we can get deep into the street shit, but I was raised by a single mother, you know what I'm saying? I was raised by my grandmother, so I was installed with a lot of morals through women, you know what I'm saying? Okay. How to respect women and stuff like that. You know, my pops was around, but he wasn't really, present in my life like that to teach me anything, you know what I'm saying?
I understand.
I really taught myself. Me and my niggas, I grew up in a pack of niggas we ain't really come from households with fathers, so we looked up to the hustler, you know what I'm saying, or to an entertainer, for motivation and shit like that. But my mom's was a hustler, you know what I'm saying? I used to grow up.
Like really outside with it type
my
shit?
mom's was outside. Like,
I'm thinking you talking like she got like 3 jobs, like she working.
Nah,
you know what I mean?
Like my mom's ain't come from that. Like I ain't come from that coming home from school and my mom's was out selling work. You know what I'm saying? My mom's the first person I seen with an MCM jacket. You know what I'm saying? Rope chains and shit like that. All the drug dealers respected her coming up. You know what I'm saying? My mom's had me at 17. Okay. Me and my mom's was only 17 years apart. So I grew up in that era. Like guys like the Rich Porter Status, Wild Owls, people like that used to come to my crib. I wake up and it's meat coats laying everywhere, and they come to my mom's. My mom's back in the days. This is kind of bugging me out, the red light, because back in the days, my mom's used to throw like little get-togethers and shit, like parties every Friday, every Saturday, and they would like screw the red light bulb in and dim the lights, and niggas be in there doing whatever they doing grown folks do and shit like that. So I come from that era. You know what I'm saying? Seeing shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like Hector Camacho as a boxer used to come to my grand. Like when I came up from a hustling family, so they used to throw parties. Like when you hear about Coke buffets and shit like that, my pops and my grandmoms and my moms, they used to throw those parties for all the hustlers and shit. You know what I'm saying? Leroy from Fame's my godfather, Tony Ray, God bless his name, G. Anthony Ring. So I grew up around celebrities my whole life, from the drug dealers to the boxers to everything. So it was like destined for me to do something far as, artistry. You know what I'm saying? I was raised.
When did you start getting into battle rap?
Battle rap, I'll say like 9'5", 9'6". I always rap. I've been rapping since I had my first record deal at 13 with Selecto. You know what I'm saying? Through this guy named Bubba. He was my first manager.
Selecto was the label?
Yeah, it was like a little independent label back then. You know what I'm saying? I was a part of a group called Rough, Rugged, and Raw, Triple R. We was real young and shit. But
all spitting or more like, crisscrossing?
See, the thing is, that's funny you asked that. We was never on no gimmicky shit. You know what I'm saying? I was always raw. I was always ahead of my time, even as a youngster, because I was just exposed to so much. You know what I'm saying? I was exposed to a lot, so my vocabulary was always top notch. Like my grandmother, my godmothers, like they would make us read books. Like they'd take us to the movies and we'd do something fun. But at the end of the day, we doing timetables, books. So I was always intelligent. So I always had a different type of mindset. You know what I'm saying? But coming up in the game, you know, battling, rapping. I started rapping like probably like 9. Like actually rap. Like I remember some of my family members had moved in with me and my mom's in like the 80s. You know, I think they building caught on fire, and they was waiting on for they new crib. So it was probably like almost 9-10 people in a 1-bedroom apartment.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit was real.
And my god brother Matthew, he used to work at Yankee Stadium. The parking, it used to be a parking system called Kenny system. And it was just like basically a big valet organization for Yankee Stadium. They'll park your car and stuff. So every day he'll come home from work, he'll be sitting. We used to have a chair just like this, but it was gold, like metallic gold. And he used to sit on it and beat on it all day. And he used to rap. So I was like, that's what I want to do. Like my mom used to go to Nobody Beats the Wiz like every other day, buying records and shit. CDs.
Oh, so she supported your
it was like this before I even started. I knew I wanted to do this career. I'm just showing you what was in the household.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So every day he'd come home and beat on the arm of the chair and be rapping and just have everybody laughing. It was like some entertainment shit.
Gotcha.
So I remember one day he was sitting in that same chair and he was writing rhymes and he was stuck on like a word and he was like, I remember he kept saying Sandra, some Sandra. And he was like, yo, I can't find a word that rhymes with Sandra. And I was like, Honda. So he was like, he was like, oh, all right, my nigga. He was like, all right, so he was like, so from there, I was just like, yo, I think I can do this. And then it was a time where we moved out that apartment. We was moving uptown with my grandmoms, and the last thing that was in that apartment was my god brother's rhyme book, and I just took the rhyme book with me, and it showed me how to write bars and stuff like that. So that was like 86, 87.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Then we moved to Sugar Hill in like 85, 86. Something like
That's
around.
where Big L is from?
Nah, he's from down the hill. I'm originally from 135th between 7th and 8th, but I moved to 151st between Amsterdam and
That's where
Amsterdam
L's
and
is from,
Broadway.
matter of
Yeah,
fact.
this is where we from, the hill.
Yeah, I got
you know,
you.
Battleground, Sugar Hill, get the money, shout out to everybody from the hill. So, like in 86, we moved to the hill, and then after that, that's when I realized as a youngster, that's what I was gonna do, be rap. Like when I moved to that block, I used to just come outside every day with like a little boombox and sit on my stoop and just listen to like my god brother. He already put me on the Mr. Magic and Marley Marl back in the days. You know what I'm saying? Stetson Sonic. Like when we in the crib, that's what we listening to. Like we'd break out a linoleum in the middle of my mom's living room floor and be spinning on my head, break dancing, all that. Like I really started as a dancer.
I was about to ask you.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's talk about this dancing skills, brother, man.
Yeah, I really started as a dancer. You know what I'm saying? Praising Michael Jackson, doing the Michael Jackson at every cookout, every Thanksgiving, every Christmas. So I started as a dancer. But when I moved uptown, that's when the rap really kicked in.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I seen you was people think that you started out, your first battle was Rex, but it was before then. Tell us about the people out in Harlem that was putting on.
I was battling way
people.
before it got cool. Way before it was even cool to put a camera in a nigga face. Like when I was coming up, it was guys like Mike Boogie, Trooper J, the Teamsters, Vacant Lot, Hot Ones, Mino, Loon.
Loon?
Loon,
Okay.
yeah, Loon. Shout out to Amir. He's you know, he changed his
Yeah, he
name.
changed his name. Yeah.
Come up here too.
Mace, Cam, Bathgate. Like I came up in a
We're
whole
talking on
different era.
battle
rap is
like, we're talking about
battle
making music.
See, battle rap wasn't like what it is now. Like battle rap, see, when you go battle a nigga, it's just to show niggas you nice. Like,
Oh,
you
like
go
a cipher.
It's like, not even a cipher. It's like you and 20 of your niggas go from one block to another nigga block and you spit your best rhymes. It was no personals.
Okay,
It
I
was
got
just
you.
like best
Let nigga know
going
I
there with
spit.
the going there with your top rhymes. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I started out battling ciphers. I was always battling niggas older than me. You know what I'm saying? And I was, like I said, I was exposed around a lot of different shit. You know what I'm saying? I was around mob style. We was mob style, the next generation coming up under AZ. You know what I'm saying? The Baby Thats, the Mike Boogies, the Trooper J's, the Awesome Grave Diggers. The list goes on. Like, it was niggas outside. Like,
People don't know that in Paid in Full, they was rappers too.
yeah,
You want to be mob style?
Yeah.
Banksy
Like
Lou.
after they left the hustling game, yeah, they started a group called Mob Style. Shout out to AZ, you know what I'm saying, and the whole Mob Style with Bob G. Lou. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they definitely started music. They was like the first. If you do your research, they was like the first ones that really had the East Coast West Coast beef with Eazy-E and them. That was like the first East Coast.
They was the
right?
first ones dissing them, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
That's hard. I didn't know that at all.
Yeah, fucking with me, you gonna learn some shit.
Nah, you got a lot of history, yo. Like,
So, like,
for real.
when you name these artists, like, you know, Bathgate, everything, that means it's like a melting pot of a lot of rappers
Harlem,
in Harlem.
like, not to toot my own horn, but where I'm from, I was like one of the top dogs.
Yeah, that's
know
what
what
I was
I'm
getting to. Like, how
So I was going
ended up that?
everywhere
You going
because
everywhere.
your name spread.
And
And then niggas start trying to test you. Not playing with niggas with this rap shit. Shout out to J Mills, shout out to Vado. Those is other brothers from my hood. JR Riders, Fred, my man Frederico. God bless him. My nigga Fred the Godson.
Fred the Godson,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
that's
Niggas like that. Said Castro. A lot of niggas used to come to 145th. You know what I'm saying? They hear about this kid.
Get their name.
You know what I'm saying? Like I done battled a lot of niggas. Me and King Los was talking on Clubhouse the other day, and we was like, yo, you remember when I came down 45th and we battled? I was like I got legendary battles. I battled Lupe for 2 hours. I battled Lupe twice over the phone.
That's hard.
And in person. And then I wound up signing to us record label First and 15th.
Oh,
Yep,
right.
on the First and 15th.
Oh, you was on that?
Yes. Yeah.
How did that happen?
All right. Well,
Lupe was before Cassidy?
yeah. So I say around 2000. I got a phone call. I was asleep. I smoked mad weed. I fell asleep. I was at my manager, Rosalind Brogdon house. Shout out to Rosalind and Mrs. Brogdon, because they took me in at 18 and moved me from Harlem to New Jersey and got me a record deal within 3 days. I was living in that house. We'll get to that, though.
That's hard.
But, so basically, what was the question y'all asked me?
About
How did you
About
start
Lupe.
battling
Cool.
Lupe?
So one day, my big bro Bryce Wilson from Groove Theory. I know y'all remember the group Groove Theory, R&B Town.
Yes, they sing. Yeah.
All right, so one day Bryce called me. I was asleep. My manager came. The wireless phone was like, yo, Bryce on the phone. I'm like, yo, what up, B? He was like, I'm telling these niggas I got the next Biggie. Nigga can't fuck with you on something, spit something. Niggas want to hear you spit. So I'm like, yo, pull up with it. He's like, yo, I'm in Chicago right now. So just spit. We got you on speakerphone. So I spit like 50 bars. Then now a nigga just jumped on and started spitting. It was Lupe. So he spit like 50. Then I spit like another 50. Then he spit. He was like, nah, we gotta do this in person. So probably like a few months passed. I remember it was the day of the first annual BET Awards. And we battled in the studio for like 2 hours. And at the time, I was signed to Black Round, Aaliyah, Timberland, Black Round, Barry Hankerson.
There you go, that
You know what I'm
name.
saying?
Yeah.
So I was signed, I had $1 million deal with them. So at the time, you know, due to staff change, the deal fell through. So I couldn't even, you know, I had options to leave. And one day Bryce called me and was like, yo, Lou and them niggas love you so much. Shout out to Chili, free Chili. They was like, yo, move to Chicago and, you know, we got you. You know what I'm saying?
And it went up from there.
Yep.
Oh, that's
Man,
hard.
like when I moved down there, Stacks Bundles actually moved back to New York.
Oh, he was just
He was
because
a
he was
part-
running around with Lupe too.
Yeah, he was a part of First
yeah,
and 15 too.
he
Yeah.
was. Rest in peace, Stacks. Facts.
How did Lupe treat you?
Great.
Okay.
Great. I never wanted for nothing fucking with First and
Open
15.
door.
It'd be like, I had like a living expense of probably like $1,500 a week.
Mm.
And I wouldn't even be finished spending the last money. They would just come drop money off. They make sure I was good.
That's hard.
And at the time, they was flying me back and forth to New York because I had caught a gun charge. So it was like going back and forth to New York. They was making sure my lawyer was paying and all that. I came back to get sentenced, and everybody thought I was going to do like a bullet, do like a year, and they wound up giving me 5 years probation.
Oh, okay.
So I remember calling them and telling them that I got probation and I'm coming
Sit
back
down
home.
and-
My guy Gemini, shout out to Gemini, he called me and said, yo, everything you seen is gone, bro. The cars, the houses, everything. They had got raided. You know what I'm saying? You know.
So it's a blessing you wasn't even around for that.
So, but the crazy thing is, like, it was like a blessing in disguise because like right after that, like before I moved to Chicago, we was getting the Purple City shit lit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But I had niggas know I had a record deal. You know what I'm saying? And before I left, before I moved to Chicago, I did the Diplomat intro. But I never knew what Cam was gonna do with that shit. You know what I'm saying? I found out.
So what was your relationship with Cam at this
Beautiful.
time?
That's my brother.
No, I mean like y'all was that close.
Like
or
I
it was
said,
just...
I'm from Harlem, so we had the Taliban. We was niggas that was selling bootleg, iceberg, Coogis,
right?
walkie-talkie. We was just selling everything on 145th.
Okay.
CDs, everything. You know what I'm saying? That's how I met Lloyd Banks. You know what I'm saying? I sold Lloyd Banks his own CD. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
You can ask Banks. You can ask him.
Yo, you going to hell for that, my nigga.
Was he okay about it?
Do that to the PLK, my nigga?
That nigga was like, yo, I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he still remember. Shout out to Blue. Still to this
shout
day.
out Blue. Fact.
Still to this day, like when I started the Unkasa True Hip Hop Stories, that's the first nigga that jumped in my DM.
That's hard.
Lloyd Banks was like, I love what you doing, bro. Keep this shit coming. So shout out to Blue. But yeah, they used to think it's Fab. Everybody remember us. Come on, man. Shout out to my man Luca Brasi, Gumbo fam. I just got a strand with them.
Okay.
Untouchable Gumbo. Shout out to
get
Luca
it.
Brasi.
Any of these strands here so we could
get right. I'm waiting on the pack. This is brand new.
This is a brand new conglomerate.
Me and my bro just went up to Pristine to go pick this up. Okay. On FaceTime, I'm like, yo, your chain.
With my man O.
So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we had Pristine, went to Pristine, and picked up the chain. So in the next week or so, you're gonna start seeing this Untouchable Gumbo. So shout out to Alexis. And Alex and Luca Brasi, the Gumbos, we the Gumbinos, you know what I'm saying?
The Gumbinos.
So shout out to my family over there.
But even with Cam, just a step before even Cam, because you mentioned the Mace era, so you were around for that as well. While Mace was
definitely
on his come up.
Me and Mace grew up together, man.
Okay.
See, this is why I'm glad I came up to set the tone.
Of course.
Me and Mace grew up in the same building because his aunt Lanya and his uncle David lived on the second floor and I lived on the third floor. They lived in an apartment 2. I lived in an apartment floor. Me, Stacey, and Mace grew up in the same crib. That's the States. They twins.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
They got a brother named Mike. They mother Priscilla. I know the whole family. You know what I'm saying? So they're originally from Jacksonville, Florida.
Oh.
So they moved up here. And they, you know. Me and Mace and Stacey, we go back to the days of Michael Jackson dolls.
Like, Michael Jackson dolls?
Dolls, you know, like back in the days, Michael Jackson had a doll.
I remember that.
Michael Jackson had a doll, and we used to trade clothes. I had all the Michael Jackson. Come on, I got a Michael Jackson tattoo. I got a Michael Jackson chain. All that shit. I was a Michael Jackson fanatic. So coming up, I had every collection of that doll. The Thriller, the Beat It, the Bad, the Grammy Award winning. All that. So
how was Harlem then when Mace is running around on the come up, getting down with Bad Boy, things of that nature?
It was like Mace's success was like overnight. Like he went down to Jermaine Dupri party, met Puff, and like that next week he was signed. You know what I'm saying? Cam and them, Cam and it was KFC, Killer fucking Cam and Murder Mace. They was terrorizing shit. Like battles wasn't televised. Battles were being pool halls, project staircases,
Studios,
bandos, studios, street corner shit like that. So that's the era I came up in.
You had a relationship with Aaliyah?
Yes.
You tell us about that.
When I was signed to Black Round, she's the first person to welcome me.
He's an uncle, right?
Yes, Barry Hankinson's an uncle.
Yeah.
You know, I got a Aaliyah tattoo on my stomach. You know what I'm saying? Right there.
Yo, that's tough.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Leah was baby girl. You know what I'm saying? I was supposed to be in Romeo Must Die and all that. Like, but I was running around in the streets and shit, and Bryce and the niggas was mad. I was supposed to be in that movie. I remember when I first signed a Black Round, remember the Star Tech phones, and we was in Bryce Lincoln Navigator. And that's the first person that welcomed me to the record label was Aaliyah. She's like, I can't wait to meet you. Everybody's talking about you. They saying your shit is crazy and all that. I spoke to Aaliyah probably 2, 3 days, 4 days before that.
Before her passing?
Before her passing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, because even though I had left the label, I was just still in touch with everybody was a close-knit family. I came in the game around Jimmy Henchman, Haitian Jack, those type of niggas. You know what I'm saying? I came in the game. You
were acquaintances with them as well?
I wouldn't say I was acquainted, but I was definitely around.
Oh, okay.
I was definitely in some rooms with them. When I signed my record deal, Mustafa Farrakhan was in the room. Von Zip was in the room.
Okay.
Barry Hankinson, you remember Bud from Cosby Show's pops?
I remember Bud.
His pops is a real gangster named Brown Sugar. He from Harlem.
Oh,
he was in the room. I was brought up different. Like my situation, like the way God wrote my story was different.
How many deals did you sign before you got to the set?
To the set? Probably 2, 3. At the Baby Grand.
There's people that think that your first deal was with the set, and it's not.
Nah,
you've been battle rapping.
I've been getting record
put on
deals
before then. That's why they mess with you.
I've been getting record deals since 95, 94, 95. You know what I'm saying? Young nigga running around battling niggas because I always had something to prove. See, I look different, thick ass glasses. Niggas underestimated me, and that's what gave me my motivation. You know, so that's why I never changed my image. It's like, yo, get contacts, get this, get that. I did the Cartier, did $10,000 glasses.
Right.
But it was just like, imagine if I had contacts, I wouldn't be as recognizable as I am today. Niggas be like, yo, that's Un KASA. You know what I'm saying? So
that's actually true.
I take everything with a grain of salt. I never tripped about nothing. I'm blessed. I came up and I'm acquainted with some of the illest people that was born on this earth. You know what I'm saying?
So now we with Cam.
Mm-hmm.
We do the intro, but we not knowing what he's doing with it.
Let me tell you how the intro went down. Well, one day we was in the studio. They was recording the Diplomat on my Immunity album, and I couldn't get it right in the booth. I was kind of nervous.
Were you a part of Dipset at the time, or was just you came through showing love?
Nah, we was a part of the family.
Okay.
We was Diplomats, Dipset talent band.
Okay, got you.
And Cam, we was in baseline, and I couldn't get it right in the booth. And I remember Cam was like, yo, get the fuck out of the booth until you get your mind right. So when he sat there, I left the studio. I was kind of discouraged. I don't know why I did that. The next day, Cam pulled up, almost hit me and Luca Brasi in the truck. Pulled up, skirted, jumped out. You don't ever leave one of my motherfucking sessions. I'm trying to get you popping, nigga. Get the fuck in the truck. You coming with me. And he took me to, where we is at? I think, where we is at? Either Hit Factory or Sony Studios. And I remember he was, everything y'all hear is just exactly how the song went. He was like, yo, I was like, yo, tell that nigga Dame, it's another track, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know.
He just went off.
It was me, Guru, and Cam in the building. Shout out to Guru.
Mm-hmm.
And we was just in the studio, and we recorded that. And right after that, I moved to Chicago.
Oh, that's when you just went straight to
So
the first
one
and
day,
15.
so one day I go get some because they don't really got Dutchess in Chicago switches. So went to the gas station to go get a magazine and some swishers. And I remember buying the double XL with 50, Eminem, and Dre on the cover.
Oh, okay.
And then they had the discography of all the albums that was coming out. So I was reading this shit. And I'm mad happy because I see Cam, Wells, Jim, and Zeke in it, and it's like the Diplomat album about to come out. And I'm reading the discography, and it was like the intro, Un KASA. That's how I found out I was on the album.
How did that feel?
I cried.
Word.
I was like, because I showed it to my nigga. I was like, yo, read that. What that say? It's like, yo, you starting off the Diplomat album?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Setting the tone.
So I'm always in debt to them guys.
What's the next move? What I'm on a flight back to New York. Like, I'm gonna take this drive. What's going on?
Remember, I told you I had to come back to get sentenced for my gun charge.
Oh yes, yeah.
And when I left, the crib that I stayed was living in Chicago got raided. So I just stayed in New York. And right after that, you know, the Purple City Bird Gang shit popped off. The Diplomat shit popped off.
Yeah.
So that's where everything led from right there. It was just like, it was like a blessing.
That was a big record too.
Yeah.
That Purple City Bird Gang.
That shit happened organic. That shit happened organically. I recorded that record the day I got off of probation. I did my 5 years probation. The day that I got off of probation, that's the day that I recorded Purple City Bird Gang. That's ill, right?
Did you see that going where it went?
Nah, nobody knew what that record was gonna do. That was just a regular record.
You just in the stool, just kicking.
I remember going to Def Jam, and I was going to the Def Jam to go to the Diplomat office just to go chill with Duke the God and just kick the shit with niggas. And you got to walk through the Rockefeller part before you get to the Dipset part. So I'm walking through the Rockefeller part, and my guy Ant Lava, shout out to Ant Lava. He was like the head of promotion over there. He would have his door open with a big ass block party speaker just bumping everybody. Cam, Young Gunners, anything Rockefeller did say, he was playing all the new music. So I'm walking past the office. He's like, yo, come here real quick. And he was like, yo, this guy named Carl Verner, he's a video director. Yo, they love the Purple City Bird Gang song. They want to shoot a video for it. Yo, get in touch with Shice. And we gonna see what we can do. I told Shice to get in touch with Ant Lava. He wanted to talk to him. The next thing we know, we were scouting for locations for the video on the day that we had the blackout. Remember the blackout when all the lights turned out in New York?
Yeah,
That's the day we were scouting for the Purple City Bird Gang video. That was a beautiful day. The Purple City Bird Gang video, the first person to embrace me and give me a hug and a kiss on the cheek was Jewel's mom. Shout out to Ma Deb.
Yeah.
The first scene was raining too. She made sure she came and seen me. She was happy. Like still to this day.
Like, yo, do your thing. Go for it. Yeah.
But where's Skull Gang in this?
Skull Gang come around 08, 09.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Later.
After everything, like.
Well, what happened with Purple City?
Purple City fell through, through some egos. You know what I'm saying? Egos, man. You know, when we come in this game, it's beautiful, but when money comes into play, egos come into play.
That's a
fact.
fact.
Know what I'm saying? And it fucks it all up. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Aguilar, shout out to Shice Bob. I'm still my brothers. I love them.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all had them names though. Like, yo, the names. Yo, being a Queens nigga, you know what I'm saying? Cause around that time, you got the unit, G Unit doing their thing. You got the 50 Cent, Roy Banks, Tony Yayo. But then when Harlem was coming with these rap names, you know what I mean? Y'all do y'all thing, of course, but I was just be like, yo, Don Bishop, right? Don Bishop Aguilar, right? Like,
Don Bishop Aguilar.
Don Bishop Aguilar, Shice Bob. This, I was like, yo,
it was just like,
what's going on over here? Like, where's these names coming from?
We just want to be unique. Like Shice Bob, like he always told me like the Bob part of his name came from always drinking champagne, bubbling, you know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Aguilar is actually his real name. His name is Angel Aguilar.
Oh, okay,
But
gotcha.
his original name as an artist is Adolf the Assassin. He had the Ghetto Girl.
See, look at
record.
that. Adolf. You see what I'm saying?
Un KASA. So I ran through a bunch of names before I got the Un KASA. A lot of people don't know Un KASA is an acronym standing for United Niggas Kill All Stereotypes America.
I did not know that.
Unforgiven. You heard?
I did not know that.
Exactly.
I didn't know
I
that.
see you doing your research there. Like it was original. My full name, stage name is Unforgiven Castellana, but it was too long to write. You know what I'm saying? It's just too long, so I just broke it down so it's Un KASA. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
That's what the UK is for. You know?
That's hard. So moving along, okay, so the Purple City, it falls through.
Now, hold on. How did it fall through?
No, he said it.
Like I said,
Ego.
just through egos. You know what I'm saying?
Because this is why it's called Set the Tone. We want to learn from other
Yeah,
people's
it's just
mistakes
something-
or
something-
a person that you're telling
From
mistakes. you
ego.
know?
Well, like I said, when money get into play, fame get into play, that shit'll fuck up a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm gonna say on that part.
Okay.
And then we move along. That goes into, are you doing like a solo thing, or is that how Skull Gang comes about?
Me and Bub, we fell out over a situation. And me and Joel's always been tight. So Joel's was like, yo, one day I'm gonna start my own brand and I want you to come fuck with me. So it was like, I remember we in a crib, we in Joel's crib. This is first crib. This was condo, 11 Harriet in Palisades Park. And one day, shout out to Jay Bezel.
Jay Bezel.
I think we had just made one. We just went to Pathmark food shopping, and Bezel was like, "Yo, I'm gonna make y'all some Bezel burgers."
Sound like it.
So we like, all right, we're gonna make some Bezel burgers. So he was cooking. Long story short, Joel's was doing a lot of shows around that time. He ain't really have time to go drop his money off at the bank, so he hid his money in the stove, in the Bunsen burner, like under the stove. So one day, Bezel planned to make us some Bezel burgers, and he wanted to toast the buns and all that. So all I know, we was in the living room, and Bezel was like, yo, smell like something burning, man. You had something in the bottom of the Bunsen burner. It's like probably like 300,000 in the bottom of the stove. That caught on fire. So when Joel looked at the nigga and was like, you smell something on fire. Joel, I never seen a nigga jump up over a couch.
Yo.
Like he jumped up without touching the couch, like jumped over and shit. Like that's like me jumping out this shit right now and over there, like without touching it. He jumped over the couch into the kitchen. Next thing I know, I just see a big flame going like this. They throwing the shoebox. The box is on fire. They throwing the box. All the money comes out. We stomping out the shoebox.
Yo,
it's probably like 30, 40 bands like burnt on it, like on the ends of the money. Like Els took it to the bank, but I remember.
Right, so we good. We good. Yeah, we good. Because I was like, damn, bro, like
to lose that?
The girls in Atlanta should be tight, son.
So after that happened, we laugh it off. Next morning we wake up. We chilling in the crib. We get up about 9, 10 o'clock. We turn on MTV. They got like probably like a marathon running the MTV cribs, and everybody crib had a studio in it. So Joel was like, yo, you know what Sam Ash at, bro? I'm like, yeah. It's like, yo, we gonna buy a studio today. So all the money that
So that studio we knew, that wasn't there yet?
That wasn't there yet. All the money that he almost burnt up in the stove, that's what bought the studio. Joel's had the equipment for months before he found that spot in Bergenfield.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That shit was just in his condo all over his living room.
Just
you know what I'm saying?
around.
So I remember Joel told me, damn, bro, it's like you helping me build this studio. So as soon as the studio get built, the first 2 months is yours. You know what I'm saying? I used to sit there and wait for the construction to be over. This when Juju was just born. He used to have to go look after son, so I stay at the studio. It's no heat in the studio. It's like
Overseeing everything.
22 degrees in there. I'm sitting in there with snorkel scarves on, waiting, watching a fire got in the studio, all types of shit before that. So the studio finally get built, and Joel was just like, yo, first 2-3 months is yours, bro. The first 30, 60, 90 days is yours. Just record. And a lot of classics got made in that joint. You know what I'm saying?
My shit was Aggie. I fuck with that Aggie. That was them Skull Gang days was definitely different, man. Like, you know, shout out John Depp.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Rab, Nero. You know what I mean? Like you said, Reek.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas was definitely, I remember them times, like, those were golden times, man. But,
That's a fact.
you know, running around doing that, the Skull Gang and everything, your name is in the forefront. Things is going up. Cause I remember, like I said, the Aggie video. I remember you were a premier person on that, and things was just going up.
That's a
And
fact.
turning up for you. So I guess my question is, moving forward, how did things just? I guess the movement just hit his mark, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just to sum it all up, like it just hit his mark, and it didn't catch full flight how it was supposed to. Was, you know what I mean? Was there any regrets in that sense of it?
Nah, I don't have no regrets in that. It was just like Els was going through something at that time. You know what I'm saying? So that's why that fell through. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
That was one of the most beautiful times in my life.
I remember that time.
We was putting in so much work. It got to a time to where Els had to build a shower and bedrooms in the studio because we was just
Working.
Okay.
I remember I would do 10 to 15 hooks a day. So you was there, you know, man.
Yeah,
you was there. You was a part of that era.
Mm-hmm.
And we just was working. I remember we used to have 24-hour video shoots, knocking out 3-4 video shoots. You was there.
Yeah.
You seen that shit.
Facts.
I can never sit up here or never sit on no type of publication and shit on Joel. That nigga spent money on his crew.
No, facts.
You know
That studio,
I love that
spot.
nigga. I love that nigga to this day. You know what I'm saying? We might
Walking
not
across the
have
street to the chicken spot.
Oh yeah, chicken and rib crib.
Yeah.
You remember?
Yeah, facts.
Like
This was lit. Those times was lit.
As somebody on the outside looking in, you with somebody every day, you're making music, you're having all those experiences, and then like you just said, you haven't spoken to me. It's like as a person, how does that feel to have all those experiences with somebody, and then all of a sudden, we're not speaking anymore? I don't gotta know. It's not about what happened. I just want to know, how does that feel? Like you built something with somebody. Think about it. He put a lot of money in the studio. He did showers, bedrooms, all of that. That's a priceless experience.
It's a fucked up feeling. It's a fucked up feeling because I miss my brother. I miss not speaking to him. I miss not kicking it with him. You know what I'm saying? And just be like, it'd be a bunch of motherfuckers around that don't want to see y'all have that bond y'all have. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I miss my brother. I don't regret nothing. Even the bad, I take the good with the bad like a grain of salt. All of it is a learning experience. You know what I'm saying? I don't regret nothing. You know what I'm saying? I never had no problem with you else. You know what I'm saying? That brother did what he could for me. You know what I'm saying? And when niggas turned their back, he gave me a home to come to. You know what I'm saying? So I can never sit up here and try to shit on that kid.
That shit was a family.
So you know that you was there.
That shit was a family.
Like I was at one time I was like I can just
Star.
yeah
Star,
I can just walk in
yeah.
Joel's house and go in the refrigerator. You know what I'm saying? I taught his son Joel's how to spell his name. Like that's my family. Like what me and him go through it never get publicized. I never, you know what I'm saying? It ain't really nothing. We just need to talk. You know what I'm saying? That's my brother.
Yo, I don't know if you remember. one time we was in the stool and just because we speaking on a heartfelt thing, you was, you know what I mean, not to get into it like that, but you was speaking from your heart one time in the stool.
Mm-hmm.
And you was in there and you expressed some things that you were going through.
Mm-hmm.
Even, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's what made me closer to you at that time. Because I was hearing you. I was just there. And I was hearing you talking. And I'm like, nah, that was deep. I felt. And then we bonded from that. You know what I'm saying?
I just love hard. I'm just a real nigga.
Yeah, nah, real rap.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just a real nigga.
Real talk. You know what I'm saying?
I come up under different circumstances. So I know. You know what I'm saying? I don't really trip on that. Anybody that come around me, I'm gonna embrace them. Like, you know, when you came around, Joe, God bless Joe Blair, used to bring you around. We embraced you off top. It's like you ain't gotta ask me to do no record with you. Loop the beat up, nigga, and let's get busy. You know
and that's how this hip hop game is supposed to go and where it's going. Even to speak to where you at now, because you got, like you said, you got the gumbo going on, and I see you on tour with Dave East nowadays.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's definitely got to be a reflection of the work you put in, the type of person you are. You know what I'm saying?
Dave East,
so how's that been going?
Dave East, the baby bro. Like, since he, you know, shout out to Bully. He introduced me to East.
Bully was around too. That's a fact.
So, you know,
Bully was definitely in the stew.
So it was just like I love, you know, little bro put me on tour when niggas that I fuck with really like that ain't put me on tour. So shout out to East, you know what I'm saying? We just had a show at the Apollo. I ain't get to perform because it was just so many, you know, the politics of the game, so I don't really be tripping about shit. But shout out to East, you know what I'm saying? That's the young bro doing his thing.
Bullies who put y'all together?
Yeah,
linked y'all together? Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Bully's definitely, you know what I'm saying? It was about, he was signed to Big Bully Management before all this shit. Like, I always embrace baby bro. You know what I'm saying? I always embrace him. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I understand.
So y'all was going around touring. You're performing?
Yeah, I performed in Philly. He brought me out. He let me perform the Diplomat intro, and I did like a 50-bar acapella. I went crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, shout out to East.
He's active.
Yeah, it's active. It's just like, yo, bro. A lot of people with age, they get scared because they growing old. But I don't. I'm getting better. I'm getting better. Niggas can't fuck with me. Don't even make me feel no type of way with this music shit.
That's what I want to hear. That's what.
Those niggas can't fuck with me.
I want to hear about Un KASA. Doing the things he like to do the way he know to do it
what
best.
What his grandmom said. You heard it?
You know what I mean? Because that's the energy I always felt from you. You know what I mean? Like, you always had that persona of walking around like, yo, I do this. You know what I'm saying?
I've been doing it for
a
very long time.
Everyone's gonna get that recognition of, yo, nah, boy, get busy.
You know, I'm gonna tear this shit up before I leave. So that shit ain't nothing. That shit like riding a bike. Like I said, I'm 43 years old. I can be 50, 60 and spit the same way. There's nothing gonna change.
Were you around from the Rockefeller days?
Yes, I was.
So would you see an early Kanye?
Yes. Like, people don't understand, man. Like, the Diplomat intro beat was made by Kanye West. I came in the game on the Kanye West beat.
That beat was a Ye beat?
Yeah, that's Kanye West.
I didn't even know that. Word.
Nobody controls me, yeah, Kanye.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody controls me, so shout out to Ye.
So
I done brung in New Year's with Kanye in Chicago.
Word? The first of 15 days or?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Me and my man Bug the Beast. Shout out, he's one of the top producers out. Bug, my man Bugger from Chicago. And me, him, and Kanye bringing in the New Year's together too. I think it was 2002, 2003 in Chicago. Southside house party at that.
So this Ye we have now, is it a shocker?
No.
Not at all.
No, Ye always knew where he was gonna be. It just took time.
Okay. So these views, I mean, I ain't trying to get you in that into, but I'm just saying that's been
I'm with I'm standing on
Oh, okay,
backing
okay,
it.
all right. Understood.
That's my brother.
Understood.
Shout
As
out
we
to
all
Ye.
should, right?
Yep.
As we all should, but I mean, me personally, I just think certain things, you know, goes left with, but you know what I'm saying?
Him.
Like,
That's not
but
Kanye no more. That's Ye.
that's you know what I
You know
mean?
what I'm saying? He's Ye. It's just like he said, don't call him Cassius when he turned his name to Muhammad. That's Ye. You know what I'm saying? I respect him as that. You know
I gotta ask this because like being that me and him has been doing this for like 2 years now with Shati.
Sir.
Right, with Shati.
Tomorrow's
right?
the anniversary.
Tomorrow's the anniversary.
You heard?
Toast
2
up to
years.
that.
Toast up to that.
We going
Yes,
to toast
sir.
up to that.
Yes,
for
sir.
sure.
Set the tone.
Mm-hmm.
But people might not like me right now, but I always look up to. When you're young, you look up to Dipset.
Yeah.
Right?
course.
When you're a young kid, you like the way they dress,
Either the
their
Dips, the
slang.
unit,
You
or
like
the rock.
everything about these people, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now, as I look up to y'all, when y'all start separating here and there, you're not speaking, then you're speaking. You know what comes to my mind? Damn, is there ever gonna be a time when me and him don't speak?
Oh my God.
No, you don't think about what I'm saying.
But there's so much people
It
involved.
doesn't, no, it's not about that,
Let
bro.
me tell
Because
you
we
what
look,
I-
listen, we look up to the unity.
So-
we looking up to y'all. Y'all the
some
best
people-
group, one of the best groups in New York City.
Like I said, for the Set the Tone podcast to stay together, y'all just gotta keep it real with each other, and don't let egos get in the way. You know what I'm saying? It might be some fans that like you more than Landlord. It might be some people that put it together, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't defeat each other. Y'all here to win together, and that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't regret none of the ups and downs I went through with that because it's learning experience. I learn something every day. You know what I'm saying? I don't really trip about nothing.
But it's like any family. We all got cousins we probably ain't chopping it up with.
Yeah,
We all got uncle who, you know what I mean?
definitely.
At Thanksgiving just ain't go right. I'll speak to you whenever I speak to you.
But
that happens, bro.
But you're right. But it comes to a point where it's like I said, you got to learn from other people's situations, right? So,
For
like,
sure.
if a person's in a situation and he's not getting the flowers he deserves, what is he doing wrong?
That's not necessarily on him.
All right. So, what could I like? It kind of make you want to change as a person, in a way, because you're doing the right thing and you're not getting no credit, no respect.
Before
no
you
nothing.
stay true to anyone, you gotta stay true to self. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, it's nothing. It don't cost me nothing to show nobody love. It don't cost me nothing to salute nobody. Shout out to my brother LA, LSR clothing brand.
Yeah,
In 2015, when I wanted to start
that's
a
the
clothing,
Vanilla Sky, right?
yeah, when I wanted to start a clothing brand, he gave me all the resources. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, this is where you get the blanks. This is where you go get it printed. You know what I'm saying? So when y'all see me create, when y'all see me create some shit that's, you know, inspired by my baby bro. You know, he call me every morning. He text me every morning, good morning, bro. I love you, big bro. And that shit, I don't play with that. When a nigga tell me he love me or you call me big bro, out of respect, not out of no fear or no, out of respect, you call me big bro. And you know what I'm saying? It was just like when at the time in life when I needed him, he was there. Cause he wasn't stingy with his resources. He shared his resources with me. So when
That's
you see
big in 2022.
when you see some dope ass cranberry and vodka shit I created through merch, it's inspired really through him because he helped me because he ain't have to. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't stingy. He was like, yo, you go to that nigga at the print, we go here to get the blanks, we do this. So
that's the line, cranberry and vodka.
yeah, cranberry and vodka. And like
So
I
the
said,
Vanilla Sky is just
it's just
for the
a
hats?
subsidiary.
Subsidiary? Okay.
That's my brand for the mixtapes. I done did 3 mixtapes under that. Vanilla Sky 1, 2, and 3. You know what I'm saying? Vanilla Sky ain't nothing but a flavorful high. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing but a flavorful high. Vanilla Sky ain't got nothing to do with even getting intoxicated. It's just where you want to be in life. It tastes good. You know what I'm saying? It smells good. It's right. That type of shit. So That's what the Vanilla Sky series been about. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna end it with 4, and I'm gonna go into a whole nother series. You know what I'm saying? But shout
What
out
else
to
we
my
got?
nigga
You
LA.
got so we got cranberry vodka, I said it right?
Cranberry and vodka. Yeah.
Got the Vanilla Sky. You mentioned something else that you got keeping it real with
I got the Unkasa True Hip Hop, Unkasa True Hip Hop Stories.
Yeah.
I got my my strand, my Untouchable Gumbo. Shout out to Luke Uprising and Alex Major.
And that's all found off your IG, or we got a link?
Yeah, just follow me on IG, The Real Unkasa. They had somebody hacked me about a few months ago. They took like 40,000 followers, so I'm restarting my Instagram. I ain't tripping about that. It's all in God's plan.
It's just a journey.
Like I said, follow me on The Real Unkasa. Hit me up on follow me on YouTube. Go check 33 episodes out that I got of the Unkasa True Hip Hop Stories. I'm telling you everything from how I met Big Meech to how I got in the record business. So
that's hard.
Fuck with me.
And you still out here spitting bars too.
You know we fuck with you.
Come
on, man.
So we got this thing over here
until Allah call for me. That's not going nowhere. That's easy. Rapping,
we got this thing on here. This is easy.
I'm patiently waiting, you heard?
That we call live on the set. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? We get to it.
Yeah, what's
Two gun on.
Pull a beat up. Let's get it.
Let's pull up beat up. Yo, Shy, what's good, man?
Come on, Shy.
Yeah, live on the set. You already know.
It's your boy Kasa.
Fly, Lay, and
Cram
Lazy.
Man Rockstar.
JC the Light, Shot Teak on the boards.
Mr. Kalinsky.
LA in the cut.
You know that shit, Alice off for life.
Yo, Shy, what we doing, man?
Drop
we
that
doing,
shit,
man.
Shy.
What we
Come on,
doing?
Shy.
Yeah.
Kasa. Get right in there.
Mix the Rothschild with the Rockefeller. Jacket black and white, checker look like Donatella. Watching Raffaella rapping acapella. Hit these niggas up like Machiavella for the mozzarella. Out in Santorini, lavender Lamborghini. Inside seats of salmon and fettuccine. In the pipe in this lemon pepper linguine. Whoop a key in the kitchen like a zucchini. The baddest bitches around me is bagging up in bikinis. Plaid Burberry, 36 O's of Darryl. Strawberry was white before Betty was broke before the levees. The boat was mega heavy. My mother asked me what the fuck got into me. I told her I met Demetrius Flannery down in MIAO. Him, J Bo Perrier by the caseload. Couple shooters on payroll. Plug May Miguel, his brother name was Diego. Said he get that yayo when he placed it, I say so. Coupe the same color as codeine that's in the Fago. Work was more whiter than the shades on Fabo. Bad little bitch, I spent some time to Rodeo. Bitch with the yayo, I'm Don on, I'm a Taylor. Yeah. Bitch with the yayo, I'm Don on, I'm gonna tell you, I'm just getting started, man. Listen, black and white, you know I'm shut, guessing, purple Wraith, money green seats, I'ma name it Joker. Handful of wild cards, life like a game of poker. Bruno Mali slip-ons, all suedos, my favorite loafers. Big 4-5 pearl handle, that's my favorite toaster. Peruvian with baking soda, Ray Liotta. Good fella with the work, come and taste the Yola. La Costa Nostra, Vida Coca when I stretch granola. Paper soldier, peanut butter when I paint the rover. Pussy niggas fragrant, chocha down with a flagrant odor. I spot the block, call my niggas, then we take it over. Hit the balls, then we spray the chauffeur. Black bow ties, all black tux when we play the Copa. Cabana, I dare nigga to flex wrong. I can get you touch from a distance, I got stretch arms. Quarterback giving bullets like I'm Brett Favre. White guts, navy blue piping in the red Porsche. Sweatsuit cloth terry like Bradshaw. I'm that shit that you cook up in a glass jar. Talk shit, I'll punch you in your glass jaw. And watch the whole shit shatter like a glass door. Summertime top down on my NASCAR. Big 4-5 on my lap with my mask off. I came to hit everybody that I came for. Fuck around and catch a $150 with the chainsaw.
Yeah.
We miss you, Un.
You know that shit.
We miss you, Un.
You know
Yeah.
that shit going Set the Tone podcast.
Set
you
the
know, I'm Unkasa, you know that
motherfucking
shit.
tone.
Shy, what up, nigga?
My nigga
know that
Kasa
shit.
came through to do the things he like to do, how he know to do them well. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on real
I
quick.
fucks with that.
Hey.
Yo, we appreciate you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing what you do.
Come on,
You know what I'm
that,
saying?
man. We go
this
back.
platform is always open. We want you to come back because I know there's way more that you got to say. But like I said, you know, that's why this platform is here to set the tone. Again, if you want, let the people know them links or where to
Hit
find
me at
you.
The Real Un KASA on Instagram. Hit me at Cranberry and Vodka on Instagram so you can get the merch. Subscribe to Un KASA YouTube, Un KASA True Hip Hop Stories. There's a lot of informative information on my platform. Come fuck with me.
Yeah.
And the Strand.
And Strand, the gumbo.
And the Strand, the gumbo, Untouchable Gumbo. Vanilla Sky also got another strand where my guys from the 315 Pressure Certified. You see the merch on.
That's hard.
Shout out to them, the Vanilla Sky, my boy Ryder and my brother Cielis. Shout out to them. So, you know, we just trying to get a lot of money out this bitch.
As you should. As you should. Once again, appreciate you for coming through.
Come on, bro.
Casa, it's the Fly Land Leezy.
Chase the light.
Set the Tone Podcast. We out.
We out of here.
Ready.
Love y'all niggas.
Wow, love, for real.
Sir.